I love Japanese game shows. I've loved them ever since I was a kid. Some of my earliest memories of the cyberspace were old viral Japanese game show clips. So like Takeshi's Castle moments. Or, since I mentioned Takeshi's Castle, watching Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. That was one of my favorite shows growing up, and that was dubs of Takeshi's Castle. There were segments of Japanese game shows that spawned entire spin-off shows in America, like Silent Library, which is still a beloved format that YouTubers still do to this day. And I'm sure a lot of you already know what it is, but you have people go into a library setting, they spin a wheel, and someone gets a punishment that they spun on that wheel. So like nipple clamps. You put on the nipple clamps and you can't scream, or someone comes up and hits you in the nutsack with a fish and you can't let out any kind of reaction. Otherwise, you're going to get shushed at the library. Like, these things started from Japanese game shows. And one that I've referenced a lot over the years is Gaki no Tsukai. There are so many classic moments from that show that I'm confident a lot of you have seen over the years, but just never knew where it came from. But one of my favorite things Gaki no Tsukai was famous for was their Batsu games. These were their punishment games, and it'd be once a year, they'd do these no laughing, no reaction challenges. And some of the earliest ones were the most cruel. And one of them that gained a lot of steam a long time ago was 24-hour Pie Hell. One of the cast members had to spend 24 hours going through their normal daily routine while the other cast members blasted him with pies. He couldn't react, he couldn't defend himself or anything. For 24 hours, he had to just get assaulted with pies from the start of his day till the end of his day. Nothing was off limits. If he was using the bathroom, there wasn't like a timeout. If he tried to go to sleep, good luck sleeping through an absolute fucking artillery bombing of pies. Like, the way he got pied was a thing of beauty, like actual art. Like, there are moments in that 24 hours where he's getting pied, and it makes me feel like this is probably what the Power Rangers experienced when their Megazord started to blow up, like sparks and shit flying everywhere, but with pies. It was incredible. I fell in love with that segment when I saw it so many years ago. And it's something I've always wanted to do with my friends, so we decided, fuck it, we'll do it live. We finally decided to pull the trigger on it, and we did our own Pie Hell. So, for the other channel, we kept score of some of the games we'd been playing for videos, and we took the people that had the lowest score, they did one final challenge, and the person who lost that challenge was subjected to Pie Hell. That person was Ryan. We couldn't quite do it to the same level Gaki no Tsukai was able to. This is like a diet great value version of Pie Hell. We couldn't do 24 hours. This was about 8 hours worth or so. And that's because we needed to find a location where we could do this at, because Ryan didn't want to use his actual house, which is understandable. It's a very daunting task cleaning up after 1,000 fucking cream pies go ballistic in there.
I can't dismiss it. My phone is broken.
Since we didn't have the location for 24 hours, we had to tell Ryan to basically speedrun what a full day looks like in his life. So we condensed one of Ryan's like 24-hour periods into 8. So things were moving at like a fucking breakneck pace.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Dry off?
Kind of.
No.
That's where the trash bags are.
I don't see anything else.
I won't spoil you with any more clips. If you want to see the whole thing, go to the other channel. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Time to give you a peek behind the curtain. We took it very easy on Ryan. Not in terms of like the actual cream pieing. We went pretty hard with the actual pieing. But Ryan, in part of his daily routine, does some training for like One Piece, the card game. We compete together. We go to tournaments. So he likes to practice like in his daily routine. But he didn't want to use his actual deck because some of the cards are expensive. So we let him use proxies, so he didn't really care about having those cards ruined. And since Ryan does a lot of work on like Skill Check, which is one of our YouTube channels, we would have felt horrible if we actually destroyed his laptop. So I let him use my broken old one from like 2011. So we didn't destroy his laptop, we didn't destroy his One Piece deck. Everything else, though, is as legitimate as we could make it in such a short period of time. All of us had a wonderful time with this, especially Ryan. I never seen him with so much joy in his eyes, the sparkle. He was having a great time. He was a great sport about it. I'd like to do this again, though. I want to actually do 24 hours. I want to actually do it at whoever gets the punishment game's place. So that way it feels like there's higher stakes, like, you know what I mean? There's more of like a personal investment in it at that point. Like, I want to do the actual 24 hours, and I actually think it would be a banger stream. I think a 24-hour pie hell would be an incredible stream. So that's something that maybe we'll look to do in the future. But I think this was a really great, test. Dipping our toes in the water of pie hell. I know we'll never get to the same level of Gaki no Tsukai or anything, but I just love that show and a lot of the segments from it. So just being able to even do like a lesser version of it was still a lot of fun. So yeah, if you want to see the whole thing, go to the other channel. That's about it. See ya.